What is up, everyone? It's Ricky572 to return a chance. Today's May 4th, 2024, and we're gonna hop on and do a market watch. We're gonna start off with low, the prayers of the voiceless voice, because this is the lowest I think I've seen low in quite a while. We have 93 listings for this card, and it looks like we have this card starting at 42.50, 44.99, 47.24, 47.83, and 48.50. So under $50 now. Like I said, I think this is the lowest I've seen this at. Voiceless Voice is still putting up a decent amount of results at tournaments, but I'm not really sure why it's come down in price, even though it did get some more support too in Legacy of Destruction. We'll see what happens in the future. I know people are mixing this with Branded. I also seen another build that's being mixed with Melodious. It's like a Melodious Voiceless Void build. So let's see if that takes off and maybe this card goes up in price. But yeah, it's been kind of weird to see this card drop down in price instead of go up. I think at its highest I saw it at like 60, 70-ish dollars. I feel like it has potential to go up that high again. Maybe later on in the future. Phantom Nightmare did just come out this year, so maybe also this card is not going to get a reprint until next year, so it has a lot of time until then to prove itself and maybe go up in price. If you guys are planning to play this build, this is the lowest I've seen them at, so it might not be a bad pickup, but let me know how you guys feel about low. We have Yubel, the Loving Defender. At its highest, it was around like 20 something. I think I even saw it hit 30s. I saw it being listed at 30s, but maybe didn't get any sales. But we do have it at 23. We had it at 23, kind of in the end of March. Right now we have late 18 listings on the market, and we have listings at 1775, 1682, 1711, 1819, 1828, and then that's basically like 18.99 with shipping. So under $20 again. If you guys were planning on playing Yubel and we're waiting for this card to drop down in price, it started dropping down in price. I could see it picking back up if Yubel's the Bell strategy does end up showing some results at tournaments. I know it's being mixed with Unchained and everything, but yeah, it could still put. I've seen some results. I think I'm expecting to see some more results from this deck, especially because we have more support coming out later on this year. We have a new fusion monster for the Bell strategy, so I can see this card potentially going up in price. And just like low, it came out in Phantom Nightmare, so it has plenty of time to go up in price. So copying it under $20 isn't too bad. We have Revolution Synchron from Duelist Nexus. This one's probably going to get a reprint in the 10s. But at its highest, this card was sitting around like $60-ish. I remember picking mine up for like around $50 to $60. I thought it was a really good card. And actually, I just bought it because I wanted to play it in a Gene Raider strategy that I was cooking up. So I didn't really care about the price. It wasn't really like an investment. But this did drop down to like under $18-ish dollars. Right now it started going up again. I know I've seen a couple Lightsworn builds teching a couple copies of this to go into like synchro plays. 84 listings on the market, and we have this card bumping up to $21, $21.99, $23, $23.49, and that's basically like $23, $24-ish dollars on the first page. Let me know how you guys feel about Revolution Synchron, if you guys could see it continue to push up in price, because I think I'm gonna try to hold on to mine till maybe it hits like $30, $35, because I don't see it bumping up to like the $60 price point ever again, especially since it's from Duelist Nexus and it's probably gonna get a reprint in September. So if it hits 30, 35, I'm probably gonna end up selling it. If not, I'm probably just gonna be holding on to it and playing it in the Gene Raider build I have. We have Crimson Dragon also pushing up in price a little bit. We had this card hitting a low price point of like $13-ish a couple weeks ago. Right now we have 50 listings on the market. We have listings starting at $16.64, $17.65, $17.89, $18, $18, and $18.25 on the first page. So yeah, it's starting to go up in price. Let me know what deck is using this. Maybe 10 pies, because it is a Dragon Synchro monster. That's what deck I think it's using it. If not, maybe Centurion to bring out Bysteel, maybe Lubellion, or what else could they bring out? I think it's Lubellion that they could bring out. Not really sure, but let me know down below if you guys could think of what deck is using this and making it go up in price. Chimera, the King of Phantom Beasts. We did just get Nightmare Apprentice released in Legacy of Destruction, so that makes the Chimera package a little bit more consistent. And so people started picking this up. We do have it trending up in price. It was around like $9 to $10 at its lowest price point. I remember back when branded Chimera a couple months ago was like the top branded build. It was hitting like maybe like 25ish dollars, but it went down after people started going back to regular pure branded builds. And right now we have it bumping up. 64 listings on the market. We have this card at $12.99 now, $12.99, $13.55, and then $14.97 on the first page. So starting to make its way up to the $15 mark. No major walls on the first page, so you could potentially break past that $15 price point pretty soon. Let me know how you guys feel about Chimera, the King of Phantom Beasts, and how high do you guys see it hitting? Bysteel Sarnier. So I looked up this card because I was planning on building Lightsworn, Chaos Lightsworns, and they use like a couple Bysteels in that build, and I noticed that Bysteel Sarnier for the Seeker is actually kind of expensive. I remember seeing this card at $4 to $5, but right now it's at 58 listings. We have this card at $7, $7.11, $7.22, $6.99, $7.98, $7.99, so pushing up to that $8 mark on our first page, which is pretty surprising to me. Hopefully this card gets a reprint, maybe in like the Rarity Collection 2 or something. It might not. I just always have a hunch that some of these like meta relevant cards might get reprinted in the Rarity Collection 2, so I'm staying away from like buying them. I was just trying to see if I were to put together my Lightsworn build, how much it would cost, and yeah, it kind of made me fade away from the build right now because seeing Sarnier at $7, which isn't too expensive. It's kind of expensive to me because I'm probably gonna play like 2 to 3 copies of it, since it's one of the Bysteels other than Druid Swarm that you could play at 3. We do have Bysteel Sarnier for the super rares at 67 listing. I think these are a little bit lower in price. We have them at $3.99, $4.57, $4.70, $4.91, $4.99, $5, and $5. I actually might pick up one of these. It's not too expensive, and if it were to get reprint, I mean, these are $7. I don't know. I might just stay away from it. I'm currently running Memento, so I don't really need to play another deck at the moment. Yeah, we'll see what happens with these. Let me know how you guys feel about Bysteel Sarnier. Ancient Gear Fortress, the common card from the Machine Reactor Structure deck, is going up crazy in price. This card was sitting back at the beginning of April around like $9, but right now we have it pushing up. We have our cheapest listing at $26.75 for a common, $26, $27.99, and hitting the $30 price point. We do have sales. We do have sales at $25, $26, $25, $24 right there. So they are selling above the $20 price point, which is really crazy to me. I haven't seen any Ancient Gear builds do good in the past regionals that we've been having, and I didn't even see one at the YCS Raleigh event either. So maybe there's someone out there that's maybe one of the pro players is actually working on an Ancient Gear build or something, or maybe just Ancient Gear players in general are excited to play the new Ancient Gear support that came out in Legacy of Destruction. If you guys have any info on why this card is going up in price other than the fact that new Ancient Gear support came out in Legacy of Destruction, let me know down below. But it's at 14 listings, and it is selling above that $20 price point. Thunder Dragon has a couple copies available, but all of them are worth above the $2 mark. We have commons right here that are worth above $2, $3. We have super rare right here. We actually have 7 common versions of this card, which is crazy. We have super rares, which are at 84 listing from Hidden Summoners. Where are these at right now? Looks like these are around $292, $294, $294, $295, like basically $3 for this super rare. Then we have the highest rarity being the ultra rare from Legendary Collection Kaiba. These are at $585, $591, $593, $594, and $594. It was expected that this card was going to go up in price because of Thunder Dragon Colossus coming off the list. So yeah, I'm not too surprised to see it being worth something, but it is surprising to see the commons at $2 and all of them kind of low on listings for the commons. Let me know how you guys feel about Thunder Dragon, if you guys think Thunder Dragon builds are going to make an impact this upcoming format. Charge of the Light Brigade, I was actually looking up a couple. I actually found some. Let me see. I was going through bulk and I found a couple copies because I ended up selling I had, I think, super rares and gold rares. I had gold rares actually. And look at these gold rares. They're actually like way up in price. I sold my gold rares for like around $3 to $5 because I was just downgrading my Lightsworn deck. I think a couple months ago, I think I said it on one of the videos that I was running a fun build, which was basically a Lightsworn Chaos build, but it got hit so many times, so I ended up putting it away and selling some of the cards off. But yeah, I had those gold rares. It's crazy to see them at that price point, but I did find a couple extra copies in bulk of common Charge of Light Brigades. So I'm gonna use these. I might sell them off. This is kind of tempting because I know that what is it? What's getting a reprint? I know there was a Lightsworn or Light of Destruction. I think is getting a reprint or something like that. An unlimited run. I'm not really sure when it was, but looks like commons are all worth above like $3 to $4, reaching a $5 price point. Then this gold rare at 6 listings right here. That's crazy. I should have held on to mine, but I didn't know there was Lightsworn support coming. $15, $16.15, $16 and $18.90. We have them selling at $13, $12, $12, $12, $12, $13. So like around $13, $12 to $13. Nothing really above the $15 mark, but that's still crazy because I remember buying these for like $2 and I sold them for like around $3 to $4 just to get rid of them. And yeah, I should have held on to them. Super rares, 26 listings. Looks like these are starting off at $11-ish. For moderately played, we have our first lightly played at $12.50, $12.95, heading up to like the $13 price point on the first page. We have other super rares, Astro Pack 5 versions, 11 listings. It looks like these are at $12.25, $12.25, $12.50, $12.70, $17.99, and heading up to basically $19.85, almost hitting the $20 mark. Then we have the Seeker rares right here at 27 listings from Duelist Genesis. We have lightly played at $84.95, then $84.99. We have our first edition. When we have near mint unlimited, it's at $110, $120. I don't see a near mint first edition. Let me see, near mint or lightly played, and let's put first edition. Damn, that's crazy. We have our first lightly played first edition at $205. Yeah, I'm gonna be staying away from that. I'm a budget player. I'm just gonna play the commons. But let me know down below what you guys are picking up, or which one of these Charge of the Light Brigade you guys are picking up for your Lightsworn builds. Are you guys going for commons, gold rares, super rares, or the Seeker rare? There was a time when I was about to upgrade my Lightsworn build and go after the Seeker rares. I think they were unlimited though. They were around like $20 to $30, but I ended up canceling that because I thought it was a lot at the time. I kind of regretted now seeing this at this price now, but sometimes we miss, sometimes we win our cause. Nightmare Magician, we have some new illusion support, basically Nightmare Prince. I know there's some more illusion monsters that came out too, but we're expecting some more illusion support in the future. We had this card sitting around like $2.80, $2.70, yeah, let's say $3. Right now we have 35 listings on the market. We have it pushing up to $8, $8.79, $7.92, $8.98, $8, and $9. I thought this card was a decent pickup back then. I didn't expect too much of it because it is a card that activates during the battle phase. It says once per turn at the start of the damage step, if another monster attacks, you can destroy one card in the field. Has another effect at the end of the damage step. If this card battled an opponent's monster, you could take control of an opponent's monster. So most of its effects are activate during the battle phase. That's why I kind of stayed away from it, but I thought it was a decent pickup, maybe like just to have in case you do want to play Illusionist. I think it might come down in price. It might go up even further, but I'm gonna let you guys make that decision on your own. I'm just gonna stay away from it because if I didn't pick it up at $3, I'm definitely not picking it up at $9. But I wouldn't blame you if you guys did, if you guys see the potential in this card. Let me know down below how you guys feel about Nightmare Magician. Rudy Rose Dragon, looks like we finally have the 2022 10 versions, the Prismatic Secrets, going up in price. We have 64 listings on the market, and we did say we thought it was a good pickup because 10 Pie Dragons were coming. These were under like 50 cents. Right now we have them at 64 listings. Looks like we have them pushing up to 150, 160, 175. Once these are gone, we hit 198, 199. $2, and that's basically $2.22 with shipping. So we'll see how high this card goes up to. I think it's only like a 1 of in the 10 pie strategy. It has a pretty good effect. It says quick effect, you contribute this card. When an opponent activates a card or effect that will destroy a card, quick effect, you distribute this card, negate the activation, you could special summon 1 Black Rose Dragon. So like against like Snake Eyes, they do pop and destroy, so it could trigger this card's effect and negate it. Also, this card is able to banish all cards from the graveyards when it's synchro summoned. So against like Snake Eyes, it'll just get rid of all their graveyards. So not a bad tech. Still cheap. So if you guys are looking to pick this up or are planning to play 10 pies, I would pick mine up before it goes up even higher in price. We have the original version from Lightning Overdrive. It's also secret rare. 43 listings. This card is right now at $849, $850, $888, $9, $924, and $835 on the first page. So reaching a $9 price point. These could possibly reach that high of a price point if 10 pies continue to do good, and if this card doesn't get a reprint again, I could see this card possibly reaching a $5 price point. So let me know how you guys feel about Rudy Rose Dragon, and if you guys are picking this up. Beware of Trap Trick structured deck has been going up in price. I think this is the first time I mentioned a structured deck going up in price, but yeah, it just caught my attention because we do have Raikas that came out, and a couple people have been testing out Raikas along with Trap Tricks. So that's why I wanted to take a look at this structured deck. These were selling for like around $10 upon release. I remember copying some for around $10. Right now we have our cheapest listing at $14.99, $14.99, and then they go up to $20 after these listings are gone. So yeah, do what you want with that information. It might just be cheaper to cop the singles by themselves. Oh no, this one actually comes with some new Trap Trick support that you might not be able to cop somewhere else. Yeah, I'll let you do what you want with that information. But yeah, these are starting to trend upwards in price. Maybe you could find some at your locals or something. Oh, they do come with Ash Blossom. That's not too bad. Maybe you could find some for around like $10 at your locals. I know my locals usually sell structure decks for like around $8 to $10. So I always go check there to see if I could get some deals on these. But yeah, these are starting to go up in price on TCGPlayer. Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon has 4 printings available, and I think Tenpai does take a copy of this card too, and they could go into it. We have Ultra Rares available, we have Secret Rares, we have Super Rares, and another Secret Rare right here. Let's start with the... actually, we're just going to take a quick view at this. They're all going up in price. I remember selling mine for like around $5-6-ish. I think I had a Secret Rare. Actually, I think I still have one in my binder. I don't recall getting rid of it. I got to check on that, but... yeah, Secret Rares look like they're around $15. This Secret Rare right here looks like it's around like $17.79, only 27 listings. Super Rares looks like they're starting off at $12, only 18 listings. And then we have the Ultra Rare starting at $15, 25 listings. So if you guys have some Crystal Wing Synchro Dragons, I would probably get rid of them now while they're at their high price point with all the 10 pie hype going on. Let me know if you guys are still are going to hold on to this. Maybe you guys could see it going up even further, or if you guys are selling it right now. Santa Claus, another tech card that Tenpai uses. You could also use Kaijus if you guys don't want to spend the money on Santa Claus, because these are pretty high in price right now. We have Goat Secret Rares at 29 listings. Looks like we have listings starting at $8 for these. These are the Goat Secret Rares. We have $9, $9.98, $9.99, $10, and $10.75. This card says you can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's side of the field in defense position by triggering 1 monster to control. It's summoned this way during the end phase of the turn. You can draw 1 card. So it's kind of like a Kaiju, but this one only has 1200 attack, which helps Tenpai basically OTK a little bit faster. But you could play Kaiju too. You don't have to play this one. We have the common version from Speed Duel Tournament Pack 3 at 4 listings. These started off at $6 for Heavily Played Unlimited, then $8 and $10.49, heading up to the $8 price point. We do have sales at $5, $5, $5, $6, $7, as high as $10. So keep an eye out on Santa Claus. I would probably get rid of mine right now if I had some. Super Rares at 16 listings, $11.98. Starting off at $11.98, $11.98, $12.57, $12.85. So heading up to that $13 mark on the first page. And then we have Ultra Rare, I think. We have the Ultra Rare from Speed Duel Decks Twisted Nightmares at 15 listings. Looks like these are at We have lightly played starting off at $14 and $14.50 for $15.45 and heading up to the $17 price point on the first page. So yeah, it looks like this one's the highest rarity and the most expensive one. Like I said, for my budget players, you guys could play a kaiju. Basically does the same thing as this, just has a little bit more attack. But if you're playing Tenpais, I'm pretty sure you could inflict 1,000 more attack to get through the Gamma Seal and go for the OTK. Let me know how you feel about Santa Claus down in the comments below. Snake Rain with the new Rika support, I wanted to take a look at. It looks like it did get kind of a buyout. We have 10 listings on the market only for the collector rare version. We have them starting at $66.69, $68.99, $68, $70.44, $70.45, $76.50, and then $79.95. Do you guys think it's gonna hold up at this price point? I remember I bought mine for like around $20-ish like a year or two ago, I think it was, when it came out. And then it kept going like up. It kept getting hype every time like new reptile support came out. I think the Ogdoad deck was the time it went up first, and then it came back down, and then again I forgot when it was, but it just keeps going up and down. Usually it comes back down. Maybe this new Rika support is gonna be different and make this card actually stay at this high of a price point. Let me know down below how you guys feel about Snake Rain, if you guys could see it coming back down or staying at this high price point with the new Rika archetype that was just announced. Well, that just came out in Legacy of Destruction. We do have budget versions for my budget players. If you guys don't want to spend money on the collector rare, you guys still have access to this card. We have them coming out in rare from Ancient Guardians and Tactical Evolutions, all under 50 cents. So don't worry about picking up the collector rare. Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon looks like it is going kind of low on listings. We have 15 listings for super rare. We have secret rare at 21 listings, commons at 23 listings, 23 listings for another secret rare from Dimension of Chaos, and then we have the ultimate rare at 13 listings. So all of them are going low on listings and are worth at least $3, $5. Looks like the commons are at, let's see, what are these at? Might go through bulk and see if I have some of these. 268, 366, 392, 399, and 466. I can't recall what deck is using this. I know there's a deck that could go into this line of play and get this out, but I can't remember off the top of my head what it was. Is it maybe the voice strategy mixed with Melodious? Let me know down below if you guys could think of what deck could bring this card out. But yeah, these are all low on listings and up in price. Summon Breaker, this was a little floodgate that people have been talking about. We have common versions from 2014 Megatons, and we have common versions from Lord of Tachyon Galaxy. Let's start with this one from Lord of Tachyon Galaxy. Looks like these were under $1, but now we have them pushing up to $340, $359, $360, $363, $364, $365, $367. So around $3.60 for this card. It says during the main phase 1, if the turn player successfully conducts their third summon of a monster this turn, it becomes the end phase. So kind of like a summon limit. But after you summon 3 times, that's just it. You end your turn. So not a bad tech. Maybe something you might see in this upcoming format, since we do have a lot of decks that special summon a lot. We have the 2014 Megaton versions at $345, $345, $349. Then these climb up to $471, $473, and $496. So these are trying to make its way up to $5, but still, both are commons. Definitely something you want to go dig through that book for. I think I only found like one of these, and I'm not sure if I want to keep it to try to tech in my build. If not, I'm just going to end up selling it since it is hyped up at the moment. And last card on today's market watch is Unchained Soul of Anguish. So I actually caught this card actually caught my attention because I've noticed a couple of mine selling online, so I wanted to bring it up. I have super rares available. We have 51 listings for the super rare, and I guess it makes sense that this card is kind of getting a couple sales in, because the Yubel support that just came out, people are mixing Yubel and Unchained together. So I think this is ran at 1. This card is at $150, $153, then $2, $250. Then after these are gone, we quickly go up to $375, $4, $299, $299, and $299. So like between a $3 to $4 card after these are gone. We have a little wall right here with 10 copies available. So I'm pretty sure once we get more Ubel players starting to buy more Anguishes, this is gonna go up a little bit more, probably reaching a high price point of like $5-ish, but it's only like a one of, so I don't see it going up further than $5. Secret rares from Chaos Impact are 45 listings. These are currently at $850, $974, $985, $992, $995, trying to make its way up to the $10 mark, and they were sitting back in February around like $3-ish. So yeah, it took a pretty big price increase, like a $7 price increase. I would say that's pretty big. That's like 2x, 3x. But yeah, these are going up in price. Go dig through bulk if maybe you guys put them away, because I did find a couple in bulk and then ended up listing them. So I recommend you guys probably do that too. If you guys want to hold on to them, I wouldn't blame you to either. That's going to be it for today's Market Watch. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X at Return a Chance. This is Ricky572, and we'll see you guys next time.